World War II wasn't just fought with tanks and planes, it was a battle of brains, where scientists and engineers pushed the limits of technology to create weapons straight out of science fiction. From rockets that touched the stars to aircraft carriers made of ice, some of these secret projects changed the war, while others became forgotten failures. Today, we're diving into the wildest, most mysterious secret weapons and experimental technologies of World War II. Stick around to uncover the truth behind Nazi superweapons, Allied oddities, and tech that shaped the modern world. If you love history and crazy inventions, hit that like button and let's get started. Let's start with the Axis powers, specifically Nazi Germany, who were obsessed with building Wunderwaffen, wonder weapons, to turn the tide of war. Their most famous success, the V-2 rocket. This wasn't just a weapon, it was the world's first ballistic missile, capable of hitting London from hundreds of miles away. Launched in 1944, it traveled faster than sound, carrying a 1-ton warhead. Over 3,000 were fired, but they were more terrifying than effective, killing about 9,000 people while costing Germany billions. Fun fact, the V-2's tech directly inspired NASA's moon rockets. But the V-2 was just the start. Germany also experimented with the Horten Ho 229, a jet-powered flying wing that looked like a UFO. It flew in 1944, way ahead of its time, but only a few prototypes were built before the war ended. Then there's the rumored Nazi Bell, a supposed anti-gravity device. No hard evidence exists, but conspiracy theorists love it. Show grainy photos and a question mark overlay. Was it real, or just wartime propaganda? You tell me in the comments. While Germany dreamed big, Japan went weird. Enter the Fugo balloon bombs, one of the strangest weapons of the war. These were 30-foot wide hydrogen balloons carrying small explosives, launched from Japan to drift 6,000 miles across the Pacific to the US. The idea? Start forest fires and panic civilians. Between 1944 and 1945, Japan launched 9,000 of these balloons. About 300 reached North America, with one even killing 6 people in Oregon, the only World War II deaths on US soil from enemy action. Show a map highlighting Oregon. The balloons were ingenious, using altitude control systems to ride jet streams, but they were a strategic flop. The US censored news about them, so Japan never knew if they worked. Still, imagine looking up and seeing a silent bomb floating overhead. Creepy, right? The Allies weren't slacking either, they had their own wild ideas. Take Project Habakkuk, Britain's plan to build an aircraft carrier out of ice. Yes, ice. In 1942, with metal shortages biting, inventor Geoffrey Pike proposed a 2,000-foot-long ship made of pikrete, a mix of ice and wood pulp that was bulletproof and slow to melt. Show a blueprint of the massive ship. A prototype was tested in Canada, but the war ended before it could be built. Too bad, it would have been the ultimate floating fortress. Then there's the US's bat bomb. Cue animation of bats flying with tiny incendiary devices. The plan was to drop thousands of bats, each carrying a small firebomb, over Japanese cities. The bats would roost in wooden buildings, and timers would ignite the bombs. It worked in tests, maybe too well, when bats accidentally burned down a US airbase. Show a fiery explosion. The project was scrapped when the atomic bomb took priority. Some secret projects didn't just impact the war, they shaped our world. Britain's Colossus computer, built to crack German codes at Bletchley Park, was one of the first programmable computers. It helped win the war and kick-started the digital age. Show a spinning Colossus machine. Radar, refined during the Battle of Britain, became the backbone of modern air traffic control. And Germany's jet engines, like those on the Me-262 fighter, paved the way for today's air travel. Even the V-2's legacy lives on. Its creator, Wernher von Braun, joined NASA and helped put humans on the moon. Show Apollo 11 footage. These secret weapons weren't just about destruction, they were stepping stones to the tech we rely on today. Pretty mind-blowing, huh? World War II's secret weapons were a mix of genius, madness, and sheer audacity. From rockets to bat bombs, these experiments pushed human ingenuity to the limit, and sometimes over it. Which one shocked you the most? The Nazi flying wing, Japan's balloon bombs, or that ice aircraft carrier? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let me know what other World War II topics you want to explore. If you enjoyed this dive into history's wild side, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious. Cheers!